Hey, what's good, everyone? It's your boy, Why Not Smooth, coming at you again with another video. And I check it. I just need 25 subscribers to try to hit affiliated on Twitch. I've been streaming live on here. You can check me out. I'll be streaming, going to start streaming every other day, starting from today. Well, this weekend I will be streaming at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You can go check me out, hit the follow button. But yeah. Today we're gonna get into like a video of a man going to the most coldest place on the earth and he almost died, which is crazy in itself that even happened. Got something in my nose. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this real quick. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Man, the dog frozen.
A frozen wolf. If you don't move, you freeze.
Look at the frozen dog. The dog just came out of nowhere, frozen, man. That's crazy.
Imagine a village where temperatures drop as low as minus 71.2 degrees Celsius.
Look at his eyelashes.
Here, spending just a few extra minutes outside can lead to frostbite, the loss of a limb, or even end of life.
Is it frostbite?
Oh, yeah.
After staying outside for just over 15 minutes, my nose turned white. Ice crystals began forming inside the cells, and the tissue started to die. If I had stayed out 5 minutes,
imagine you just out there in the coldest area, your nose cells start to die because it's too cold. How?
minutes longer, my nose would have suffered permanent tissue damage.
When people breathed outdoors, it would sound like dry grass rustling behind them.
Just from
That was the
breathing?
sound of warm breath turning into tiny ice crystals.
Wow,
I'm
that's
in the
crazy.
coldest inhabited place on Earth, at the coldest time of the year. This is Oymyakon. Just to stay alive, I'm
Oymyakon.
wearing more than 20 layers of clothing, weighing nearly 14
20
kilos.
layers?
Stepping outside from a warm 30 degrees Celsius home means facing a temperature drop of over 100 degrees. That's why I'm also wearing gloves, boots, pants, and a coat, all made from reindeer fur. And even that's not enough.
Nah,
and
you ain't
now
gonna never
I'm about
catch
to
me
show
out
you
there.
what life is like when simply
Nah,
going
you
outside
can't do
becomes
it.
a
I
battle
would
for
never do it.
survival.
I'd never do that, chat.
Within seconds outside, ice crystals start forming on the eyelashes, and the skin starts
Just
to sting.
seconds?
The village feels like it's been abandoned.
The cold
He
burned
got a
my finger.
frostbite
The cold doesn't
already
just
on
affect
his
people and
finger.
wild animals. It stops everything from functioning. Phones don't work properly and often shut down. Cars left outside freeze in just a few hours. Since the ground is always frozen, no fruits or vegetables can grow here. We boarded a plane in Moscow, flying
Moscow.
east for 7 hours to Yakutsk. From there, we
Yakutsk.
covered an 18-hour, 900-kilometer road trip. It's 2 a.m. and we finally arrived at the coldest village in the world. The thermometer reads minus 60.5 degrees Celsius.
76
When we stepped out of the car, it
Fahrenheit?
felt like we were on another planet.
That's cold.
The hairs in our nose were frozen, and we felt them prick with every breath. The dry air makes us
Yeah,
cough
that's
uncontrollably.
cold.
Oymyakon
Yeah.
is home to
I
around
can't be out
800
there,
people,
chat. I
spread
can't
across
be out there.
1.5 square
You'll
kilometers.
never catch me
Seeing
out there.
anyone else outside is almost impossible, as if time itself has frozen in this place.
It's really cold. We are walking for about 15 minutes. As you see, my friend's eyelashes are full of ice. You can see another ice droplet on his upper lip.
And it's frozen.
Oymyakon, our land surrounded by mountains. It gets brutally cold here. The temperature drops to minus 63 degrees Celsius
You can see
or
the
even minus
moon and
64
the
degrees
sun
Celsius. Because Oymyakon is located in a basin, there's hardly any wind. The cold just settles in and stays.
That's how you
In
know
this
it's
region,
cold
the
when you can
ground
see the
stays
moon.
frozen all year round. This layer of frozen earth is called
And the
permafrost,
sun
and it can
out.
reach hundreds of meters deep. To survive the cold, the villagers built a central heating system. A single coal-powered boiler sends heat to most homes through pipes. The system must run non-stop. Even a short failure puts everyone at risk. The interiors of the houses differ from traditional village homes. Heating pipes connected to the central boiler run through the rooms to keep the houses
I wonder what happens if that busts. Like, I wonder what happens if the pipe bursts with water. Like, what do they do then?
warm. To build on the frozen ground, thick wooden beams are first laid down to create a flat base. Then, the main logs go on top. A 30-centimeter thick subfloor is added, followed by insulation, and finally, the finishing floor. Each wall is made of 7 layered materials. There's wood on the outside,
7?
then basalt wool as the main insulation barrier, then plaster, mesh, foam insulation, another layer of plaster, and finally, a wooden panel inside. The windows are triple glazed, forming a vital barrier against the bone-chilling temperatures, and the attic is insulated with sawdust and soil. Combined with a stove or heating system, this setup keeps the residents warm. In nearly every building, the entrance room is intentionally left unheated.
We freeze everything in the front room.
Look at this refrigerator, natural.
Here, I have frozen milk and frozen meat that I store in the cold.
As you can see,
you gotta
these
survive
first 2
by
rooms
any
at the
means.
entrance used for storage and as a refrigerator.
These
Everything
unheated rooms
frozen.
also
Hey,
serve as a
that
buffer
food
against the
good.
freezing cold.
You can see
That food's still good, chat.
covering
I bet you that
the
food's
interior
still
of the
good.
room, especially the ceiling.
In Oymyakon, the day begins early. Yevdokia is already at the barn. Cattle farmers here wrap a cloth around the cow's udder to protect the sensitive tissue from frostbite and to keep it clean.
The udder isn't at risk of freezing anymore, but once the milk starts flowing, we have to be careful.
Because of the extreme cold in Oymyakon, no water pipes
nipples
run to
can
the
freeze?
buildings. They would freeze almost instantly. The cows must step out into the cold every morning and make their way to the river to drink. One by one, they step into an icy hell, moving quickly, knowing they must return before the cold becomes too harsh.
That's
Their hair
crazy,
became
chat.
crusted with ice almost immediately.
This part of the river is not frozen because it is coming fresh from the mountain. Underground spring water meets with river and
Even
keeps
if
this
I-
part of the river unfrozen.
Even if I had some of that wool on me, I'd still be
And all of a
cold.
sudden, my whole face went numb. I couldn't move the muscle on the left side, like I was having facial paralysis. When my nose started freezing,
Bruh, check this out. Look at this face. Look at this face, fam. Look at this. And he's just outside, fam.
Yevdokia noticed right away.
His nose frozen.
Is it frostbite?
Yeah.
The cold shrinks the blood vessels and eventually reduces blood circulation. Without enough warmth,
His
water
nose
inside
changing
each cell
colors.
freezes into ice crystals, causing the
Just
cells to
turned
rupture
pure
and
white.
triggering a stabbing pain and tissue to die.
Oh,
You
man,
should
you
cover
better
your
get
face like
inside.
this. Walk while covering your face. Be careful, or it might turn black.
From this point on, until the end of the documentary shoot, I won't be able to stay outside for more than 10 minutes at a time, or my already frostbitten nose could get even worse. But as the documentary progresses, and the temperatures drop even further, we'll be pushing our limits to show you what survival here truly demands.
That's pushing your limits?
Here's the cure. This is aloe and
Nah,
just
they
alcohol.
can't be pushing your limits.
You soak it like this and apply it to the area that's frozen. And don't rub it, okay? Otherwise, you'll damage the vessels in the capillaries, and it'll lead to sores.
Then Yevdokia began her daily chores by hanging freshly washed clothes in the yard. Within just minutes, they completely froze solid.
Her clothes are completely frozen.
Frozen. Straight
My hands are
frozen.
freezing.
Imagine you could use your clothes as a deadly weapon if you freeze them after you wash them. That's insane.
After that, she headed into the barn to milk the cows.
I keep Yakut cows because they
And
produce
that good
really
milk.
high-quality milk.
Yes,
The fat
sir.
content
Yes,
can reach
sir.
7 to 8%.
I'm like,
As you can see, there are some ice and snow covering the ceiling, but here
That
is
sound
warm.
like some
The
good
sides
milk.
are also covered in snow. You can see some droplets from the ceiling. That is because of the humidity.
The air is thick with the smell of hay, warm milk,
hey,
and
but it's like
livestock.
it's warmer in there
No,
than
we are gonna
outside.
get
I'll be
more
sleeping in there every day.
We're about to see the wild Yakutian
I don't
horses
care
in their
how
natural
bad it
habitat.
smells.
Mikhail.
Ruhi.
Here are the Yakut horses. The conditions here are so harsh that only they have been able to adapt.
What is the temperature today?
They the
It's
only
somewhere around minus
animals
50
that
degrees Celsius here.
survive.
It's also hard to be outside for a long time.
One of the only
We have a system of fences in the open area. They mostly graze freely.
These Yakutian horses don't need heated shelters, as they can endure minus 70 degrees Celsius outdoors day and night.
Unlike regular horses, they are short. This also helps them to stay outside during winters because short body means it can radiate heat to a smaller area. Their body looks very puffy, very rich in fat and round. This is because of their thick fur. And also their
Yeah, I
horses
need
are
some
very
of that
tall,
fur.
allowing them to
If I'm
stand
gonna
on
be
this
there, I
freezing
need that
ground
fur.
very long time.
I
They're
need
not
that.
captured. They just being fed here.
No
Their
humane
body means
to
food.
animals.
This
Gotta
is
be
horse
nothing.
meat. They eat it here. As you can
Inhumane.
see, it
Can't
got
be
a lot of
inhumane
fat.
animals.
This is one packet, a packet of a horse
I'ma
meat.
need some fur.
This was ordered and
I'ma
it's going
need
to be
that.
sold to a customer.
This large pile of hay has been stored since summer. It's the main food supply for the
Oh,
horses
they
during
ready to
winter.
eat. Hey, they hungry.
Mikhail
They
offered
like,
us a taste of his horse's meat and liver, which is only eaten raw and frozen in this region.
Raw horse meat.
It's full of vitamins and
I've
good stuff.
never had horse meat
Since we
before.
don't have fruit or vegetables here,
I always
we
wonder
get
what
our
it tastes
vitamins
like.
from meat.
It tastes like ice. I can't feel the taste of it because it is frozen.
You know,
This is
seasoning.
the liver.
In
Will seasoning
Onyeka,
freeze?
daylight lasts only about 4.5 hours in January.
Oh, boy,
it's 3
that-
p.m. now,
wants some
and
ice water.
darkness falls. We're calling it a day.
Cook that stuff up.
Before
some
cars,
seasoning
animals
on
like
it?
horses,
Oh, yeah.
cattle, and of course reindeer were used for transportation.
Reindeers are very
Reindeer.
important in this
Come
region,
on,
not just
baby.
for transportation, but also for its meat, skin, and also milk.
About half a kilometer beyond the
Give me
village
a
center,
good reindeer.
frozen forest of Onyeka
Ugh.
began. In this village, most people herd animals for a living, but for those like Ivan,
No,
hunting becomes the
no,
main
we
source of
don't hurt
income.
animals.
I am a man of
For
the
a
forest.
living, we do it
These
for
lands are
survival.
my hunting grounds, and here is my
Not just
tent,
for a living,
my home.
man. Not for a living.
He's making fire now. We need this fire because
Animals hunt other animals to survive. It's the way of survival. We are all mammals at the end of the day.
We must walk on the path. The ice underneath is
Even
thin.
mammals
We
hunt
made our way to
mammals.
the frozen river to check the fishing net he had set the day before. Ivan warned our cameraman just in time. He was about to step onto a cracked patch of ice. One wrong
How
step
do you
could cause
know
him
if
to
you
fall
step
into
on
the
a
water.
crack
Oh,
patch ice?
hey!
If you
And you
can't
wet.
even
In the
see,
winter, when it was just as cold,
just covered
my
in
dad was
snow.
out riding his horse in the woods. He fell through the ice and started freezing right away.
Bruh,
Realizing that
mustache
there was no warm
frozen.
shelter nearby and no chance of rescue, he made the decision to shoot himself. To avoid a slow, painful death.
yo, chat. Imagine you out there, right? And like, you about to hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Let me fix that. You about to basically almost die, and you ain't got no one around you to save you. And the only decision is to die yourself. That's crazy, chat.
Oh, some more special ones. It's already frozen.
Our deer
The
was already
land's
struggling to
frozen
work in
too?
this temperature. And now, this frozen lens is
Like,
useless.
everything
and we'll have to
frozen.
give up on it. To get the net, he's removing the ice from the hole using a small shovel.
What, the water gonna freeze again?
The
Oh,
fish
that
remained
fish.
alive for only a few seconds after touching the
Just a
freezing
few
air.
seconds?
water was warm, but now on the surface, this fish is shocked.
Bruh,
It's
it
completely
sound like
frozen.
wood
To make
on
it easier to
wood.
cut, he's warming the frozen fish by rubbing it with his hands. He's carefully slicing it
That's
into
one
thin
way
pieces.
to warm fish by
Frozen
rubbing it with your
and raw
hands.
wild fish.
Now
When it's
that's
frozen,
cold.
You feel like you're just eating an ice.
You should eat with salt. Fish are loaded with vitamins in the winter.
Inside the tent, it's warm,
Oh
but
yeah, I'll
as
be
you see,
straight
the
under
other
that fire.
part is completely frozen.
How y'all
He's feeding the
because
fire.
of moisture freezing it.
And sharing some
That's
of the
why.
fish to nature.
Oh, spirit of
Moisture in
nature,
the tent
accept our
freezing
gifts.
the,
Bless us with a successful hunt and grace us
moisture
with
in
the abundance
in
of
the
your
tent.
land.
According to his
It's
shamanic
getting
belief,
frozen.
he must keep the spirit of the hunt satisfied, or next time, he might come up empty. We're heading into the
Yeah.
wilderness. Yvonne wants to hunt something big.
The spirits.
Looks like something's been through here.
The-
There are
the
footprints and little
gods,
patches
spirit
of urine
gods,
left
the hunting
behind.
god. Hunting god.
Look, roll deer tracks.
Safe passage.
Because I stayed out in the cold for more than 10
His
minutes,
nose about
I've
to
started
freeze
to feel
again?
numbness in my nose again. I have to be more careful.
I don't feel my nostrils.
Yo, bro, go in the house. Go back.
From that side, it
You're
ran
not
towards the
built for
forest.
this, bro. I'm not built
That's
for
where
that.
I'll set the trap.
He hopes to catch a large animal.
Oh, watch your thumb, watch your thumb, watch your thumb, watch your
The
thumb.
hunter knows the animal follows the same path every day, so he's placing the trap along his
Might
daily
get a
route.
Good deer. If he get a good deer, hey, invite me. I'm at my grandma.
He's covering the
Gave me
trap
some
with snow.
deer down when
He's
I was
using
little.
a dog's tail to
Down
remove the
south,
traces
gave me
smoothly.
some deer. I didn't
We'll
even
return
know.
to this spot later to
Ate
see what
it.
he catches. But
Gotta
first,
love.
Yvonne wants to check the trap he set yesterday. He scans the
Alabama,
snowy landscape
baby.
carefully.
Everything here is like a book to
R.I.P.
me.
Grandma.
When the
Bless
snow
you.
falls,
But yeah.
I track how many animals there
Tricked
are
me
by
that
their
day.
footprints. I already know how many animals
I ate
live
the
in
rest
this
of it.
area.
The Saka are a Turkic people who migrated from Central Asia, and
Yeah,
I'm
if
from
I need
Turkey,
buddy
the
as a
country
guy,
whose roots also trace back to the same region. Before we
I'ma hit
continue with
him
the
up,
documentary,
most
I'd like to
definitely,
thank the
'cause I need
sponsor of
buddy.
this project and explore how closely I'm
He gonna
connected
help
to
me
these people.
survive.
I received this at-home DNA
Oh,
test
no, no,
kit
no,
from
no,
this
no,
project
no, no.
sponsor,
I
My
don't DNA
Heritage. To
test.
discover
I need to get
See a
that.
picture.
Find my origins.
Bull did as he.
Oh, wait, hold on,
There it
hold on.
is, lying on the snow. A
There we
solid
go,
catch.
There we go.
We got a hare.
Oh, I never had a
very big
rabbit
one.
before.
Quite enough for all of us to eat.
I
It
always
wasn't
wondered
the
what
trap
a
that
rabbit
killed
tastes
it. The freezing cold did as he lay there,
like.
stuck
If y'all
and
know what a
helpless.
rabbit tastes like, y'all,
So,
like, let me know.
Nature has no joke here.
This trap is smaller than the one we set today. I'm curious to see what the
Look
next
like
catch
they
will
gonna be
be.
eating
But for
good
now,
tonight,
there will be meat
survival,
on the
baby.
fire tonight.
In Oymyakon, there are a lot of hares. During the war, it was actually because of hunting hares that our people survived.
Tamara cooked the hare and prepared a dinner table at her house.
It doesn't have any fat in it. It's a very lean meat.
No fat, lean
Some of the
meat.
upcoming
That's
scenes
up
were
my
among the
alley.
hardest
I don't
to
like
capture.
fat
Thanks to
in
the
my
help of the
food.
Olengovs, the leading YouTube channel on rural Russia, we were able to make it happen.
I don't really like
At the
fat
first
in
light
none
of
of my
morning,
food.
we come across something
is
unexpected
that?
near the house. A giant snake sculpture. It's entirely made of cow waste, weighing more than 360
waste?
kilograms. It was built by a local farmer. The
Bruh.
region's sub-zero climate also makes pumping systems inoperable. If water pipes were installed, the water inside would freeze almost instantly. Instead, residents meet their needs, such as washing their hands from water they had previously stored in tanks.
Our sink is old. There's a bucket underneath to catch the water. When it fills up, we just take it outside and dump it.
Once again, the absence of plumbing infrastructure means that houses
no
have no indoor
plumbing.
showers or toilets.
So how you get the
Instead, these
toilet?
essential facilities are
I
built
get
in the
my
gardens,
answer.
inside
Come on, baby.
unheated
I need my
cabins.
answer.
The lack of a sewage system
What
means
the
that human
fuck
waste
is-
remains where it is accumulated. Since waste freezes instantly upon
is
exposure to the air, it often
that?
accumulates into frozen columns, sometimes reaching up to 1 or 2 meters in height before eventually being broken down. When someone
Imagine,
has
are
to
you
use the
doing?
bathroom, they need to put on a lot of
yo, imagine putting on a lot of layers just to go to the bathroom, and you got a mean one. You gotta get a mean one out. You go to the bathroom, you gotta put all these layers before you step outside. You get out there. You gotta go. You take all the layers off. You're not even paying attention. You turn around, you about to sit down, and you get stuck in the butt by a bunch of dookie. And you gotta do, you know how mad I would be,
clothes, and they
Chad?
must be fast to not get frozen. Using these toilets is never a pleasant experience, but this one is different. It's heated, but the problem with it, it cannot be ventilated as the cold
Heated?
disrupts the heating system.
But what happens when the
This type of toilet is still preferred to be protected from the cold, despite the unpleasant odor that accumulates inside.
Oh my God, he finna throw
To
up.
bathe, cook, wash dishes,
I know
or
he
simply
threw up.
drink, clean water is
I know he
essential,
did.
but getting it is a whole other process that takes a lot of effort. People here collect blocks of river ice and melt them to get fresh water for daily use. Right now you're looking at a vast white blanket of snow, but under, there's a frozen river, the only source of water. He's using a chisel
I
to
would
cut into
never
the
know.
thick ice.
I thought that was just like
You have to work quickly. It's
land
cold.
under there.
Otherwise,
I
you'll
wouldn't have
freeze.
even known that was
As
just
we carve out solid blocks one after another, we lift
a
them
river.
and place them onto the sled.
That's a lot of ice. Ooh, don't fall in. Don't fall in, Chad. Don't
We've
fall
loaded as
in.
many ice blocks as a sled can carry.
Oh, he got
Our
used to
ancestors used to
the
transport
cold
ice with
a little
oxen.
bit.
Nikolai, how long these are gonna last?
I have a big
Yeah,
family.
his body got
It'll
used to
last
it.
us too, maybe 3
And he
weeks.
getting warm because all that clothes he building up work. Yeah.
These
He's staying
huge blocks
real
are kept
warm
either
under
in the
that.
cold room inside the house or just outside in the backyard.
They
Working.
put
yeah.
them in a barrel and let them
Let
melt,
them soak.
and then they drink it.
The ice blocks we collected together will not only be used in his own home, but also shared
sounds
with neighbors
beautiful.
so they can use the clean water to bathe.
Look at that water.
In this village, a bathing routine doesn't start with turning on a tap, but with chopping wood.
Boil the
The
hot
boy is
water
grabbing a
on.
large chunk of ice given by Nikolai, and he's bringing it inside.
Our grandparents take baths for 2 hours.
2 hours?
We usually stay for about an hour and a half.
How long
What
does
kind
it
of
take
bath
for you
is
to
it?
complete your bath?
The whole process takes around 4 or 5 hours.
4 or 5 hours
We
for
bathe
a
once a
bath?
week on Saturday or Sunday.
Once a
The next
week?
step is to turn frozen shampoo
Wait,
into
did you
liquid
see
near
that?
On Saturday or Sunday.
Dang, it's
the
so
next
warm
step
in there.
is
The
to turn
snow
frozen
dropping from
shampoo
his
into
house.
liquid near the stove.
They're getting butter.
They're rinsing themselves using a ladle. When they finish, they're dressing quickly as they'll step outside from 60 degrees Celsius to minus 54 degrees Celsius, a difference of 114 degrees Celsius. After their weekly bath ritual ends, the next morning begins early. It's 7:30 a.m. and children are waking up to a freezing cold morning, still pitch black outside. Thanks to this simple indoor tank, the kids can wash their faces and brush their teeth in the
Good,
warmth
that's
of
what's
the
up.
house.
Pitch black outside. Dang.
But for other needs, the kids still have to use the outdoor toilet.
Oh, wow.
Jana helps her daughters get dressed for school. The children wear many layers of clothing for their commute.
That's a lot of clothing.
Before they leave, Jana wraps a wool shawl tightly around their faces, covering their mouths and noses to protect them from the biting cold. Now, they're ready to go outside. The walk to school is about
That's
half
a
a kilometer.
lot.
Every winter morning, Nikolai
In the
walks his
morning,
daughters. The school remains
a
open in
lot.
Oymyakon unless temperatures drop below bone-chilling minus 55 degrees Celsius.
Minus
Below that
67
point, it's too
degrees?
dangerous to go outside. Today, the thermometer reads minus 51 degrees Celsius. As the kids arrive at school, daily life for people like Yvonne is focused on survival and hunting.
Ivan has got a lot of animals.
They going back to hunting.
He even has frozen wolf.
He caught this wolf before dawn, about 2 hours ago, in the trap we set together.
It
Dang.
died because of the cold. When it couldn't move, if you don't move in the cold, you die. This is a male one.
Oh,
Ivan
poor
will sell the
wolf.
skin of the wolf and take the meat of it and make another trap, put the meat in the trap, and he will hunt a bear.
He's showing us his hunting collection. These are the pelts
He
of the
will hunt a
foxes he tracked
bear?
throughout the winter.
Oh, that meat.
Fully grown bear.
These bears were
That's
killed because they
beautiful,
kept
but-
attacking my livestock.
Oh, okay.
Every
Okay.
year they come onto my land, and each time there are more
But
bears.
it's food.
The
It's
cold in
food everybody's
Oymyakon is
trying
so
to
extreme,
eat, though.
even
I
the most durable
understand.
vehicles would fail without
Everybody
proper
trying to
preparation.
eat.
If a vehicle is left outside for even a few hours without the
What
engine
happened with the
running, it
vehicle?
completely freezes and won't
Okay.
start again without a full defrosting process.
How are you
How do you
planning
do
to
that?
unfreeze your car?
We'll use a jet heater. We're not
A
sure if it'll
jet
start.
heater?
Every part is frozen solid. Metal, fuel, oil, even the battery. They start by brushing off the heavy snow that's built up on the car.
The tire has turned
Tire
solid like a rock.
flat.
It was minus 56 degrees Celsius
Air
outside.
frozen.
The tire's gone flat, not because of a leak, but because cold temperatures cause the air molecules inside to shrink.
They are going to install this to heat the vehicle.
We try to close it tightly so that the warm air does not escape out, but
I
stays
think gonna
inside.
heat it. Oh yeah, jet. Oh, okay.
And then take this one. It's too cold outside. Because of this, everything needs to be kept warm.
Oh, okay.
Since the car is diesel, the diesel fuel in the tank completely froze. The car will stay like this for about 3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours?
If a local is lucky enough to have a heated garage, they can store their vehicle there for months without risking the engine. As the car was being defrosted, we made our first stop at one of these garages.
The door is very well insulated. There is no open
What's
spot
all
in this
that?
garage. They
Oh,
use
hey.
material. If you see the walls, layer upon layer, and there are pipes here to heat the garage.
We heated the car for 3 hours.
3 hours.
Now, we're going to try starting it.
The accumulator is installed,
The battery.
and the oil level is checked using the dipstick.
Oh, okay, it's unfrozen.
First time he opens the door.
It's gonna start. Yeah, first try, baby.
Great!
This vehicle brought back from death.
That's what's up. bro.
Now we'll try to leave the
That's what's
place.
up.
In Oymyakon, survival isn't about conquering nature, but about living
Man,
in
it's gonna be
harmony
a
with it.
bumpy
Guided by
ride.
ancient shamanic wisdom, the Yakut people don't fight the cold. They respect it and endure within its rules.
Look, the temperature does not rise at all.
Here, even the cruelest winters are met
Man,
not
the
with
car
fear,
keeping
but
is-
with ritual
is so
and the
cold.
unshakable belief
You
that
can't
nature
even,
gives
overheat
as
your
much as it
car. That's
takes.
crazy.
This isn't just survival, it's coexistence. Huge thanks to my dear friend Turgut
Man.
Ekim, who was with me every step of the way during this journey. He also filmed a video in Oymyakon where he accepted an
Wow.
extraordinary invitation from a local family and captured daily life in this freezing village. Also, while filming with Turgut,
They
we
finna
jumped into
go
a frozen
naked
river
in the
at
car?
minus 55 degrees Celsius. One of the most extreme
Wow.
experiences of my
I would
life.
never
If you
do
want to
that.
catch this unseen footage of the journey,
Never. Hey, shout out to him for going to the most coldest place on earth, man. I really couldn't do it, but he did it, and I shot, and that's respect. That's respect. That's respect. But yeah, but the on the flip side, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to your boy channel if you could please do that for me, and also, can you go to my Twitch and hit the follow button? It would mean a lot to me. It'll help me out a lot. It'll help me provide for my little one. And I really need this. And little ones, all that. I need that. I really be appreciated if you go ahead and do that for me. Much love. I'm out.